The Post, ladies and gentlemen. And can I just say right now, this was a highly entertaining game. The intensity level out on the floor. I don't know if I've seen a Suns game this season where that intensity was as prevalent as what we saw on Saturday night.
Yeah. That felt like a playoff game.
I mean, did you get the same idea when you were watching that? Did you feel, what about you, Mel? Did you feel the same way when you were watching it?
I did.
Yes, you could see it, right? I mean, this felt like a Final Four game. The desperation.
I don't totally know why. I mean, I have theories.
Okay, what do you think?
Well,
why?
Why
is that?
There's a certain level of we're into the second half of the season. I know the All-Star break hasn't happened, but we're in the second half of the season of basketball, and this is when Golden State starts to turn it on. But I also think there is an element of, if you're Golden State, you're looking at the Suns, you're like, we're 0-3 against these guys. We're not going 0-4.
Yeah.
That it felt like Golden State came out with intentionality to beat the Suns.
No, I think they really did. This is a situation where they won the game, and suddenly the Warriors are 25-25. They had an opportunity to get to 500 once again, to right the ship. Yeah, it's that time of year. Here it is, the last 30 games or whatever it is, 28, 29 games left for each team right now. Yeah, you're going to start trying to lock in. And it wasn't just that. It was the Phoenix Suns, right, Basinonians? It was the Suns. And look, there's the big three. And it's KD. Look, Kevin Durant. Yeah, do you think they know Kevin Durant? Of course they know Kevin Durant. Do you think they want to beat Kevin Durant? Yeah, they want to beat him. Isn't that right, Draymond Green? Isn't that right, Draymond Green? The physicality in this game, I have to tell you this anecdotally. The Warrior Queen doesn't watch a lot of basketball, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't do it. But there she was, the Warrior Queen, in all of her beauty, watching this game. Suddenly, she looked over to me and said, why are they blocking and tackling? How physical the game was when you saw these bodies hitting the floor. And how physical it was. She was like, this is like a football game. I wrote it into my notes because she was absolutely correct. It was like a football game. The question I ask is why? Why? The intentionality of the Warriors was obvious, as you said.
Yeah, it was. And, even with all that and with the Warriors throwing, I would argue, pretty much all they had at the Suns, and look, it worked. The Suns ended up losing, but it did take a Steph Curry, basically buzzer beater to do it. If you're looking for a positive from this game, to me, it was that Devin Booker was back and that the big three, doesn't seem to be a thing now where, hey, okay, we didn't play one game together and now this guy's going to be out. Now this guy, they got right back and they played. Booker obviously played well. It wasn't Durant's best game. It wasn't Beal's best game. It wasn't here. In fact, here's Frank Vogel after the game. It wasn't a bad game. It was just Golden State seemed to take it from them.
Game plan
good.
with Steph.
We just weren't at our best.
Okay.
And we played a pretty good basketball game. Played well enough to beat these guys. One play in the final 2 seconds swings the outcome.
Steph Curry. I mean, he's done it before.
Yeah.
He'll probably do it again.
Yeah,
we're purposely not talking about the Draymond stuff yet, by the way. We're holding that off for a little bit. So anybody that's like, hey, why did they just miss the whole Draymond Nurk thing? No, we're waiting on that.
Yeah, you have to answer this question right now, Basinonians. If you saw this game, how do you feel about Bradley Beal on that play? How do you feel about Bradley Beal on that play right there when Steph Curry hit that? What do you want to say? I don't know how deep it was. A deep three. And you had Bradley Beal going for the steal. How did you feel about that?
Everything you're saying rhymes. How did you feel about Beal going for the steal?
I absolutely loved it. I really did. I love the fact that he was competing. That's what he was doing. He was trying to make a play. The safe play, stay in front of him. That would have been the safe play. Bradley Beal went for the steal, and it cost him.
To me, that's a game,
and I'm okay with it,
where you almost just, not that you don't learn anything from it, but I just kind of tip my hat to Steph. Okay, you made the shot. Great. The Suns won 3 of 4 from Golden State this year. They didn't play their best game on Saturday, and they still almost won. They almost just swept the Warriors this season. I'm kind of with you. Like, you're going to have to be aggressive when you're guarding Steph. You can play it safe. He'll probably just hit the shot over you. I mean, this is not it's not like the first time he's done that. And he was like, hey, look what I did. So I'll take it for what it is. I'm not going to read too much into it.
Right, exactly. He was trying to make a play and almost did make that play right there. It was incredible, though. The Warriors, Basinonians, in my opinion, again, they came out and they were intentional. They challenged the Phoenix Suns. They did. They challenged their toughness. They challenged their willingness to engage in physicality. They did. They challenged the Suns' circumference, man. And guess what? The Suns are going to see this again. It's called tape.
I mean, that's a great point right there. Like, you don't have to be Golden State to do what they did all game. You need to have Steph to hit the shot at the end.
Right.
But you don't have to be Golden State to do what they did for the first 47 minutes and 59 seconds. Here's Frank Vogel on why the Suns lost that game.
Too loose with the ball early in the game, and I thought our defensive disposition was good at times, but not good enough at times. And obviously letting Steph get 9 threes. Obviously he's been cooking.
Right.
So. We have to do a better job with him.
I also talked about what they can take from a tight game like that.
All these close game situations, help us improve our group intelligence with one another. Like, we've all been in those situations late. We haven't been in a ton of them together. So, all those situations will help us get better come playoff time.
Look, as long as they keep showing improvement, and it doesn't have to be each game to game, like realistically that's not going to happen, but as long as we feel a little bit better about the Suns 2 weeks from now than we do right now, and maybe 2 weeks from then, like a loss like this doesn't bother me as much, because you figure, like, where they are, they're not that they're locked into 5 or 6, but they're kind of like in 5th or 6th right now. You know what I mean? So to me, it's all about are they going to get better?
Yeah, no, and I love this. I absolutely love it, because the challenge is there. Look, it's the big three. It is Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, Devin Booker. The Suns are playing well. You could see it. They had the Warriors' full attention, and that's what I like. I like the fact they are going to be challenged. And yeah, the Warriors did come out with an intentional intensity that was uncommon for this point of the season, as far as I'm concerned. They knew exactly who they were going up against, and it meant something to them, and they knew they had to start it now. And again, I'll go back to something as base as the 25-25, getting back to 500 when the Warriors have been playing below 500 for a great part of this season.
Yeah.
To me, I could see this is the opportunity. It's the Phoenix Suns, of all the teams that are going to block the door for us. If we want to get into the postseason, if we want to go ahead and make something of this season, it starts tonight by going right through the Phoenix Suns.
I kind of want to see what they do, what Golden State does tonight, like how they play against Utah.
Yep.
Because I want to know how much of this was, it's the Suns. We want to beat KD. Draymond's upset at Nurkic, or whoever he's upset at, but probably Nurkic. The Suns have beaten us 3 times. I want to know how much of it was that, and how much of it was the Warriors, hey, we're 50 games in. All right, time to wake up and start playing, because this is what they do every year. And so if they go out there and play Utah the same way tonight, maybe that paints that picture. But if they go out there and they kind of just are sleepwalking and whatever against Utah, then it was very much because they were playing the Suns. At least that's the overreaction I'm going to draw from it. Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks for watching Wolf and Luke. Tap to see more and click the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.